Title: The Dog Mother and Nian Quan. A wild dog found an abandoned baby. The baby was nestled in the dog's embrace, nursing. One day, while Li Kuailan was out cutting grass for the pigs, she slipped and fell into a rocky crevice. Suddenly, a yellow dog darted out from the other side. Li Kuailan trembled with fear and said, "You beast, are you here to bite me?" The wild dog wagged its tail. Li Kuailan asked, "Do you need help with something?" The dog nodded, turned around and moved deeper into the crevice, signaling her to follow. There, hidden in the dog's den, was a baby in swaddling clothes. Seeing how pitiful the child was, Kuailan's heart softened. She said to the wild dog, "Come home with me. I'll take care of both of you." Saying this, she picked up the baby, called the yellow dog, and hurried home. As soon as they reached the courtyard, her husband, blacksmith Wang, rushed out holding a hammer. Without a word, he shoved his wife roughly. He cursed, "We've been married 30 years, and you haven't given me a single child. Where did this wild kid come from? And you brought a dog back too? Do you want to end this marriage?" Seeing this, the wild dog became angry and anxious. It gently picked up the baby in its mouth, turned around, and ran back to the crevice. "You are so unreasonable," Kuailan cried. "You're worse than a beast." From then on, before dawn every day, Kuailan would leave with steamed buns tucked in her clothes. When she returned at dusk, her hair was messy and she was covered in dust. Blacksmith Wang watched this with suspicion growing in his heart. He muttered to himself, "It's over. She must be meeting someone secretly up on the hill." One day, when Kuailan went out as usual, Blacksmith Wang secretly followed her all the way up the ridge. He saw Kuailan squeeze into the old rocky crevice. He quietly crept closer to take a look inside and was instantly stunned. Inside the crevice, the yellow dog was lying on its side on dry grass, nursing the baby. His wife was crouching nearby, carefully feeding the steamed buns to the wild dog. Blacksmith Wang trembled all over, overcome with shame. He suddenly dropped to his knees before Kuailan, repeatedly apologizing. "I was wrong, Kuailan. I shouldn't have blindly guessed that you were having an affair. Let's take the baby and the dog home and raise them." Kuailan didn't say a word. The grievances she had held back for days surged up, and she couldn't help but burst into tears. The couple took the baby and the wild dog home together. They named the child Nian Quan, symbolizing that they would never forget the dog mother's life-saving grace. From then on, Blacksmith Wang treated Nian Quan as his own flesh and blood. Every day, he went to the fields early to plant and up the mountains to forage, working desperately to support the family. Kuailan stayed home to care for the child, and she grew closer to the dog as well. The dog became the family's guardian, keeping watch by the courtyard at night. If there was any movement, it would bark twice to alert the family. Time flew by, and in a blink of an eye, Nian Quan grew into a young man. He had known since childhood that he was saved by his dog mother and his adoptive parents. Filled with gratitude, he never slackened off in his work, whether at home or in the field, and was very filial. Later, seeing an opportunity, Nian Quan started a breeding cooperative at home, and their life gradually became more prosperous. The first thing he did after making money was build a spacious, bright tiled house and moved Kuailan, Blacksmith Wang, and the dog mother in to live there, taking care of them all. Eventually, the dog mother spent her final years peacefully in their courtyard and passed away from old age. This story tells us that doing good deeds and accumulating virtue is always the right thing to do.